Counting down to first pitch here at PNC Park. Pirates baseball starts right now. One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight we start the week with the first of a two-game set between the Central leading Chicago White Sox and the Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, as you check out the graphic right here, both of these guys pitching exceptionally well this season, both with really low ERAs, so it's hard to imagine that a lot of runs will be scored in this one.
Emilio Bonifacio will stride in now, and he's up near the top of the American League in stolen bases, currently third entering play. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. And with that, let's call up the scouting report as you get a look at the arsenal this 31-year-old southpaw is equipped with. Adam Eaton will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And it was the offense that went south last time out. Managed only just 1 run in the loss yesterday. It's typical when you're in a cold streak like this. They just had a lot of trouble sustaining any kind of offense, and it definitely hurt them.
Here's the 2-2 home. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Here comes a 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Here comes a 2-2. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's a 3-up, 3-down opening frame for Francisco Liriano. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for Clint Hurdle's Pittsburgh Pirates as they'll line up this way. Starling Marte will stride in now. He drove in his guy's lone run of the ball game yesterday afternoon. In for strike 2. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out. Neil Walker will be the batter.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double.
Well, we've seen this guy do some pretty acrobatic things out there in the outfield. And he takes a pretty good route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure that anybody catches this ball as it winds up out of his reach and off the wall.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. 3-2, here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Pedro Alvarez will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. 1-1 pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this
about just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. The throw home. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit, not make them feel like they've got to press something.
Josh Harrison will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's the 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. It's the Pirates 1 and the White Sox nothing. Jose Abreu will stride forth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Alexi Ramirez will stand in for the first time here. Here comes the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. He's set, now the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Now he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
3-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
McCutcheon is there, 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Now the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Here's another 2-2. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 1 and the White Sox nothing. Sean Rodriguez will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Adam Eaton will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. 2-1. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
2-2 pitch on the way. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Melky Cabrera will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Full count pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Jose Abreu will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. 3-1 on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Starling Marte makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this is pulled in out there by Cabrera for the first out.
The second baseman, number 18.
Neil Walker will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
There's a shot out to right center field. And this is going to get between Eaton and Garcia and make it all the way to the wall. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. Andrew McCutchen will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2. Pedro Alvarez will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance.
Pedro Alvarez.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Avisail Garcia will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Andrew McCutchen will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. There's a shot out to right center field. And this is going to get between Eaton and Garcia and make it all the way to the wall. And the runner is in from second. And he will score as well. They've doubled their lead now to 4-0.
Well, he's been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the 2-run double.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. In now, Pedro Alvarez. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Okay, let's get a couple of runs.
Now another 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Josh Harrison will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Eaton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Pirates 4 and the White Sox nothing. Adam Eaton will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Zach Putnam will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And McCutcheon will put this one away, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Francisco Liriano will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Lombardozzi will come on now as a pinch hitter, so that'll spell the end for Francisco Liriano. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Starling Marte will stand in. They've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Bouncing ball to the left side, and it's going to find a hole over there into left for a 1-out hit. Neil Walker will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. 1-1 on the way. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throwdown, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
The 1-2 with one away. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Around third is Marte heading home. The tag put on by Soto, and he is out at home plate.
Here's a situation where any run you can get to add on to your lead, it's an important one. But this never really had much of a chance of panning out as they tag him out at the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh, but they're in front 4-0. Tony Watson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Emilio Bonifacio will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
The next 3-2. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Now the payoff pitch home. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Oh, and he misses it. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Jose Abreu will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point,
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now. Avisail Garcia will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. Ready on 2-1. 3-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Alexi Ramirez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Big pitch here, 1-2. Ball 2. 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in.
I'll hold that thought as the play is made out there for out number 3, and the side is retired. White Sox pick up just the 1. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Pirates 4 and the White Sox 1. Matt Albert is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Pedro Alvarez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run for Pedro Alvarez. Number 17 for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, you know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Into the box, Josh Harrison. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on him, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a liner towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Ready with the 2-1. 3-1 now. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Swing and a line drive to center field. And Hart has himself a base hit. Chris Stewart will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. The 2-1 home. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Here he comes on 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another try at 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We've played 8 full. Bucks out in front, 5-1. Gordon Beckham will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 35. Mark.
Beckham waits. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. A payoff pitch one more time. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now.
And in a two-game series, it's always nice to take game one because that ensures yourselves of no worse than a split, and they're just an out away from making that happen.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Up next for the White Sox,
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick two-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, Francisco Liriano. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Pirates win it 5-1. Good night from Pittsburgh.
here now is our final line score tonight.